The Food Action Plan is the City of Seattle's guide for how we can support the local food system through our policies and our programs and our investments. The updated Food Action Plan aims to amplify the priorities and values of our local food system leaders. They're forging bold and innovative solutions to tackle some of our greatest food system challenges, like food insecurity, racial and economic disparities, climate change, food supply chains and infrastructure, and food waste. Increasing community food security and access to affordable, nutritious, and culturally relevant foods is a key goal in the Food Action Plan. And there are many community-based organizations throughout the city who are providing a key link between food security programs and their communities.
Starting in 2020, we became an enrollment partner for the FreshBox program. We have enrolled about 700 people, if not more. One of the aspects that I love is to be able to provide for those community members like Guadalupe, who has given so much of her life to the city of Seattle.
Mi nombre es Guadalupe González, soy de México y vivo aquí en Seattle desde más o menos como 30 años. En mi casa vivimos mi esposo y yo. Y los fresh bags nos ayudan mucho porque podemos comprar frutas y verduras y orgánicas. Y también he encontrado productos mexicanos. Ahí como hay los chayotes, ese es producto mexicano, y allí hay los chiles serranos. Todo eso son platillos mexicanos que puedo hacer platillos mexicanos. Muy bueno.
Many of the priorities and actions in the updated Food Action Plan are deeply interconnected to one another. And you're going to see this in examples like the South Delridge Farmers Market, where you have a farmers market and community-led effort that is addressing both equitable economic development opportunities for local food and farming businesses and bringing culturally relevant food access to the neighborhood.
ACHD is part of the African diaspora community. We've been serving this community for many, many years, and we understand the culture and the nuances that go into creating high-quality, culturally responsive programs. And that's why I think the Delridge Farmers Market is so successful, because we reflect the community that we serve.
We have a free produce bag program at the farmers market where we offer culturally relevant produce in bags that are just ready to grab and go with no questions asked. We also offer youth bucks, so all the kids can get a chance to shop and practice healthy shopping habits for themselves.
For you, $5. Thanks for coming. Can you say gracias?
We also have all of the SNAP, EBT, Fresh Bucks benefits.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And you have general care, and then can we have some?
We're just getting started. Delridge Market has been operating for the last 3 years, and we imagine it to continue running for years to come.
Oh, thank you.
City of Seattle has a long history of supporting urban agriculture and urban farming, and it's really exciting to see so many young people taking up food justice issues through urban agricultural projects.
Why We Grow is our farming and food justice program based here at Mara Farm in South Park, and our goals are to create access to health, wellness, embodiment, joy in the outdoors and in relationship with the land.
And we want this piece in here.
They're using power tools to build these beautiful beds that we're going to fill with healthy soil and grow food in.
There you go. Yeah. Nice. Being an intern at YW makes me feel seen and heard, and having that community makes me feel like I'm not alone in this work and that I am doing something greater as a collective.
Raise your core. Raise the core.
Okay, this one's heavy.
Young people just showing up to the farm, they are making an impact. Taking agency in their food systems is an act of resistance. And then from there, they develop love, they develop care, they develop the sense of community and collective, where they want to take responsibility and they have the outlets to do so. and we understand that we're one piece in this wider mosaic across the city of incredible folks doing this work.
Local food businesses are a really important part of the Seattle economy, and we have a very diverse and vibrant restaurant scene. And there's many entrepreneurs throughout the city who are bringing their rich cultures and cuisines to our neighborhoods.
Musang started as a pop-up in 2016, and it was really just a way to introduce Filipino food and culture. We decided to make that decision of creating a space for our community, not just a restaurant space, but a place to celebrate, to gather, to support. Musang was never going to just be a restaurant. It's always been focused on the people behind the scenes. This place couldn't exist if it wasn't for everyone else that is here, putting in the work every day, sharing their stories, sharing their talents. When we say community-driven, it's because the people that work here are part of the community. Musang's food is based on our childhood memories of Filipino food. Before we open every day, our team gets together and we talk about Filipino history. We talk about Filipino-specific ingredients. We give the front of house an opportunity to taste new dishes. Whenever I see the dining room full, being able to see that grandparents are able to share their Filipino memories with their grandkids, I think that's all I've ever really wanted, is for my family to be in a place that they can feel really proud to be Filipino.
Preventing food waste and how we manage our food waste is a really important topic in the Food Action Plan. Some communities are coming up with very creative solutions to create a more circular food system.
Restaurant to Garden is a community composting project, and our goal is to decentralize food scraps management in an urban setting. We're based in the Seattle Chinatown International District neighborhood. We work with 2 food service businesses. So we work with Itsumono Seattle and Panama Hotel Coffee and Tea House. Every week, we pick up the food scraps, bring it up to the garden, we weigh how much we have collected, we do some level of sorting, so sort out things that don't belong in the compost pile, such as plastics, and then we do bokashi composting. Think about it as pickling food with beneficial bacteria. We put it in the earth cube, which is an in-vessel hot composter, for about 8 weeks. Then we have volunteers to sift out compost through a screen, and that's the harvested compost that we give out to the Daeningu community gardeners.
Hey, thank you.
I'm inspired by the community-led projects and activities that I see every day happening in our local food system. And I'm also really hopeful because I see what can happen when we have meaningful and effective collaboration between community groups and government who work together to co-create solutions and change through our policies and programs. The value of the Food Action Plan is that it presents a bold and hopeful future for an equitable, sustainable, and resilient local food system. And it includes 50 actions to get us there.